and welcome along and welcome back to Holmåkra. Today we are going to be heading back up the mountain after our big sell-off last time. We actually have some money in the bank, and I'm looking at what we've got at the moment least, and kind of going, I don't think we need the low loader anymore. It is sitting by our load up area, but I think we could get away with getting some flatbeds, maybe from so doing the same things we've got here. We've got we've got this here, which is a flatbed. I think it will take stuff for our setup, so I think next time, oh wow, we could go with we don't want the auto load, so we could go for a standard flatbed, or we could go for the extended. We might have a look at this. This would cost us 4,500 in the extended configuration. So considering how much it costs us to keep that flatbed hanging around, it probably isn't a wise thing to have sitting there, just costing us money all the time. I think we'd probably have an easier time loading stuff up and not having to change the connection on our truck every time. The other thing is, there were a few mentions in the comments last time that I shouldn't really keep detaching stuff from the back trailer here, and I think I agree with that. The cost to get those extra trailers, they are not very expensive. I think, where are they? I think they're under trailers, aren't they? Let's have a look. Yeah, so it's only 2,500 for those, so we might pick up another 2 of those if we go and do that flatbed setup. So plenty to think about, especially with the new setup. We got the TLX now, and see how we go. There is another piece of kit I want, and I'll show you that once I've got the tractor up at the top here. It struggles up the hill, not as much as it struggles up the hill from the shop, but still not overly happy climbing up this mountain. We've got something that we should be able to use to give us a much better cutting and not have to get out of the cab in the rain. So we're going to be looking at that later as well. Let's pop out because it's not overly easy to see here. There we go. I think I might take this tree out here first today. It does kind of get in the way a little bit. We're trying to get up to this area here where it should make things easier for us to work. A lot flatter up here. We're getting near to the edge of our area a little bit up here as well, though. So I want to be careful. But yeah, we've got plenty of... I mean, up this area here, this is prime for us to be cutting and doing things very easily. Now, the piece of kit that I want to get and add to here, that we've got under Forestry, and that is this. Now, I spoke briefly about this last time, but this is a 3-point wood harvester for a tractor. It's only 70,000, and yeah, would very, very much speed things up for us. So looking at possibly getting that, and then what we do is, rather than having this on the back pulling logs down to cut them up, we'd put the wood harvester on the back. We'd have this on the front, and yeah, we'd be very, very able to get stuff harvested really easy. I don't think we've got... How much is some of our equipment worth? I don't think any of this is worth enough for us to sell and get. In fact, where is... Oh, it must be on the forestry equipment. Yeah, it's only 3,060. So we don't have enough money. We can't do that at the moment. But certainly we should be able to in the near future once we get some more pallets delivered, because of course we can now deliver pallets really easily. So I'm going to take some of these trees out. We will then be able to get them down the mountain, I hope. or at least we'll be able to get our lorry up here. So if I cut so this falls up mountain, that'll make it much easier to handle. Like so. And that is a nice sized tree. We want to alt and we need that up, don't we? Right. Okay, and we're going for, actually I don't know how big, you know what, I don't know how big our new trailers are, so let's take the marker off. Just gonna pop down to the bottom, check that, and then we'll come back up. How large a log can we fit in this? We'll start 1 point there, go along. So we can fit 5 meter ones in, I think. Yeah, those will take 5 meter ones. So we're going to cut 5 meter logs to fill this up. So back up the top. And so we want to take 5 meter cuts of this, or under 5 meter cuts. So a 4.86 rather than a 5.07. It doesn't matter other than we will get more logs onto the trailer if they're slightly longer, or we'll get more wood onto the trailer, I should say, if they're slightly longer. That's slightly over 5 meters. Oh, I know what I also haven't done. We need to go and debranch these first, really, as well. There we go. Let's just run along this, get this debranched like so. And my plan is to try and get the lorry up here with both trailers and see if we can get it loaded up here without it disappearing down the mountain. There we go. Last one is exactly 5 meters pretty much. So yeah, that's a good first tree. All of these are a little bit more mature, so as a result they're larger trees. And this is why I wanted to get up here and be cutting these trees, because we're gonna get a better set of logs and set up and a better amount of wood up here. We will eventually have to replant it, but we are looking at moving on from Holmåkra in about I think it works out as about 8 to 10 episodes. When the new when the platinum expansion comes out. So when that comes out, what we're going to do is we are going to switch whatever we have over here, however much money and probably the equipment we have on here, over to that, and continue our logging setup there, and go from there. I think. Oh no, let's set up our length. There we go. And again, another 4.88 meters. This would have been a great day to have been in the truck, just delivering planks all day. It is so wet up here. It's ridiculous. Yeah, we'll take this one as well, because I think our roadway is probably going to come straight up through here anyway. So up the mountain with this and cut that, and there we go, down it goes. Oh yeah, these are some nice big trees up here. It'll be interesting to see how far 3 trees go on this. What I'm gonna need to bring the trailer up here, as well as the main flatbed setup we've got, simply because I don't think I could drive all the way down there with a load of logs on and get them and then drive back with the trailer. Plus that would be a real waste of time. So let's set that, and one more to cut. Having the wood harvester would be really good, because while even when it says exactly 5 meters on this, that is not exactly 5 meters. It's there are inaccuracies that come in the whole time. So yeah, having the wood harvester would mean we get exactly 5 meter loads onto this. Right, I'm gonna run down the mountain quickly, go and grab the truck, and we'll bring it up here and get this loaded up. I do like what we've done with the road coming up here. It's great. It'll be even better once we've got the full road up the mountain done. It's up here and then around, and actually, yeah, that tree is not in the way at the moment. And then I need to be careful because this is not actually up here as far as I thought it was. But I'm gonna park this across the mountainside. Hopefully that will make things easier to load up. Like so. Then we can jump into this, and yeah, you can see now where the simplicity of having the wood harvester on the back would be. We would just come up here, we'd cut all the wood with the harvester, and then we'd just pick it up with our front loader here and load it onto the trailer. And yeah, it would make things easier. The only thing that worries me about that wood harvester is, are any of our trees here are too thick for it? Right. Trying to get, I want to get under it, but I don't want to send this flying down the mountain either. Let's get on that like that. Get that like that. And then turn up. There we go. Much better grasp of it that time. I just need to make sure I avoid the trailers, and I can get this loaded up. How well does this fit? Let's find out. So get it so that it is actually in on that far end. Oh, slow down. This is the only trouble with doing this where we're loading downhill, is that the brakes on this Fiat aren't great, and therefore, way you can see, sometimes we just go flying. But that's in there, and it seems to be pretty good. I think I take it back. Trying to load downhill is really, really horrible. The brake, as I was saying earlier, the brakes on the Fiat aren't great, and we pick up, we grab it, and I try and get the front loader as high as I can. Not great for my center of gravity, especially going downhill. But considering it's either that or I smash into the side of the truck most of the time. So we then carefully on the brakes the whole way down, come to here, and then open it up, and just hopefully everything sort of slides into place. But the other trouble we've got is, you can see it's all loading the truck downhill. So yeah, the truck itself is slowly getting stuck on this tree. I think we need to back this off and get it in a better position. Yeah, there we go. That's what I feared. We're stuck on that tree because the truck has just slowly moved downhill as we've been loading up. Okay, finally got it clear. And what I'm gonna have to do, I think, is just reverse. I need to, do you know what? Front of the truck needs to be facing downhill. That's how I'm gonna position this. It will come up and around. I can't get past there, so we'll bring it down here and try and split it on this tree here, like so. So now we should be able to get things loaded up. I will say the brakes on this, so much nicer. Oh wow, that just makes all the difference. Hopefully now, though, I've left myself enough space to actually load this up. I think we're going to have to load to clear some space along this edge first to give myself enough space to turn around, and then to try and clear enough to get access to that back trailer. I think we're going to be all right, but it's, yeah, surprisingly, for the amount of space we've got here, we're kind of hemmed in, really. I think I've figured out the best way to do this now. I'm basically keeping the tractor on this level here across the slope, not trying to turn it around, so I'm not giving it the opportunity to go downhill much. and therefore avoiding the issues of it running away from me. And yeah, these 5-meter logs are pretty much perfect for us on here. So, whoa, get that up, tip the front over. Yeah, that's not quite in the right place. And move ourselves across a little bit. That should do it. Go on, in you go. There we are. And yeah, the logs tend to find their own level after a little while, and all works out fine. So it's not too bad. And I think we've cut the stumps short enough this time not to be a problem either, which is all good news. It looks like these 3 trees are all gonna fit in our front log trailer here, which is great, because that means well, that means we should be able to get 3 more, you know, 6 trees in total done off here today, which will get our plank production up and running nicely again, and will mean that we end up being able to sell a lot of stuff. And I think very much I am gonna spend a little bit of money, get rid of that flatbed, and give us 2 flatbeds we can load up, and then do, if I could do 3 flatbeds, one for each type of planks, that would probably be a really good way to go. It would cost us more, but I think we'd make it back fairly quickly from those flatbeds, or from the planks when we go to sell. And it wouldn't actually cost us anything, because of course this is another no loans series. So the last one here, I think, yeah, we can pick that one up and should be able to get that. If I jump, that go in? Yeah, that went in just right. Let's, with that out of the way, get this one. This gun still quite a way up here, this, but should still be easy for us to get at. The only downside now to filling this across the mountain rather than filling it down mountain like this rather than across mountain, is the fact that we are unable to take advantage of the height. So before we were nicely high, now we are it's a little bit further for us to grab it, but go on, get on that. I need them to go actually to the other side. We may have to try and get around and fill the other side of that, because that is a little bit low on the other side, and we don't want to unbalance the trailer. Will this one pick up with this, or do we need to do this by hand as well? We are going to fit all 3 of these trees in this trailer, which, as I said, is great. Oh wow, I am not getting anywhere near that, am I? Nope, we'll just have to put it from this side and hope. In fact, I think we could get a 4th tree on here. Looking at this, there is definitely space. You see, this is why I try and avoid going downhill. That was at full braking. Right, let's get the last of this tree in here, or these trees in here, and then we can look at where we can cut next. There we go. That is the last big tree branch. The rest of this should be able to be picked up and put straight in. So up and over. For some reason, I'm able to jump pretty high at the moment. Maybe it's just I get better purchase on these logs. And then, yeah, we just got this short one up here as well. Oh, wow, this still needs some trimming on it. I think I tried trimming this earlier and couldn't. Yeah, there we go. That got it. Pick that one up as well. That still needs trimming. Right. Pick that up. And put that on too. So back off. Jump. And yeah, we seem to be able to jump on the side of the logs here. Right, so that's those 3 trees in there. It's not quite full, this trailer, but I think I'm quite happy to strap all that down, and we'll call that done for that one. So we just need to fill up this rear one, and I get the tractor out of the way. think there's a couple of... Yeah, I think with the area we're in, we'll take this one and send it down mountain, and this one. And that will be 3 good trees for the remainder of today. So, yeah, let's get them cut and ready to load up. Right, that's the last one. And all 3 of them have kind of fallen in a pile. We might have to get the... Wow, this one goes really high up here. We might have to get the touch fan out, and that's why we've still got it up here. Just to try and pull trees into place if we need to. But first, we need to strip them and see exactly what we have where, and how easy it's going to be to clean all these up. Because as you can see, some of these are now overlapping quite a bit. When we start to cut them, it'll make it easier, and we'll be able to clear them off fairly well. Come on, clear off, please. There we go. Sometimes it's just that little bit more difficult to get some of these bits. And just about done. And this again would be a nice job that the wood harvester would cover really easily, and we wouldn't have to worry about running along logs and clearing them off. Would make our lives so much better to have something like that up here. I know what'll happen though. I'll go and get it. I'll get it up here, and it won't work on these really big trees. It'll be something that'll be something that we need one of the more expensive cutters for. Right, I need to cut the one underneath here first, because well, we need to get this down so I can cut it. And now I've got the other 2 cut, we can cut this one, as it's now down to a level that is available to us. So yeah, pretty well gone this way. Let's get the measure back on, and again, yeah, that's not exactly 5 meters. Close enough. How big is that? 5.4. So yeah, 5 meters is not always a good amount for us to go with. Looking at this, we're cutting 5.2. So yeah, if we get it close to 5, we're actually cutting over 5 meter lengths, which are fitting onto the trailer fine. But it's good to know that we can cut, you know, we can cut as low as 4.5 and not be worried about how long we're cutting these, which is really good. There we go. Just need to cut the end bit off that, and that is a whole load of wood laying very higgledy-pickledy all over our mountainside. Let's put some of this small stuff out of the way. Gonna dump it over here, because the trouble is that is gonna get very much difficult. It's going to be difficult for us to put on the bottom. I really need the bigger stuff on the bottom, which probably means heading up the mountain a bit, grabbing these ones first and getting them loaded onto our back trailer. Now what I want to do is reverse this up the mountain a little bit, give us a good clear space then to load things up, and yeah, let's get this trailer loaded. I'm wondering, can I pick up 2 at once on here? Oh, that's not on there very stably, especially when I start running over. Yeah, oh wow, no, that didn't work. Still, we got a hold of 1 properly. Get that right up, get it over the top, unload it, in it goes. And yeah, fairly nicely round to level things out. These 2 might come together though. It's really using the slope to my advantage, and trying to use everything to my advantage up here as much as I can, staying away from the things that hinder me, and making sure that we are able to load this up as efficiently as possible. We are going to have a lot of wood to take down to our factory today, which is fantastic. So yeah, I think we're going to go and splash the cash a little bit down at the down at the store, make sure that we have everything we need that we can afford at the moment, and then from there we hopefully can earn a whole load more cash ready to move forwards later. And yeah, I think we need to maybe think about a storyline for what we're gonna do with the new map and the Platinum expansion. I'm wondering if I'm gonna have a think. I think that there's a lot of potential with what we can do with the new stuff that's available there. It may be a case of we just take our we maybe don't take the fiat with us, but take the money, sell that, leave that here, take our TLX truck with us, and move over there. But we'll have a look, we'll see how things pan out, and yeah, I'm looking forward to that. However, first we've got to earn some money on here, and I think given that we've got about 10-12 episodes, we should make it around to another round of selling. So the more we can make during that selling, the better we're going to be set up when we eventually move into Silver Run Forest. We're getting to some really tricky bits at the moment. These ones down here are on slopes that are not easy to navigate with this tractor. So yeah, you see, the moment I get down slope with this, I lose all grip and all brakes, and it just doesn't work. But we have managed to pick it up, so yeah, it's a pain, but it's getting there. We are looking fairly full on this trailer now. Well, I say fairly full. I think we're about half full by the looks of things. So these trees, it looks like, aren't going to fill the trailer quite as much as the previous ones did. Although we've got a fair amount of trees still heading up that mountainside there. So yeah, and we've got 3 bits down here. I don't know if these are pick upable. What have we got? 148 kilograms, 210. No, these are all going to require the front loader. So yeah, let's get these cleared up and get them loaded up. And oh no, my truck's headed towards the tree again. Perils are working on a slope are many, but we have managed to get the truck off the tree, and just want to get these last few bits in here, and then we can go down to the shop. We can sell, well, we can drop these off, and we can get the bits that I want to get today, hopefully before 5:30. And yeah, that will then mean we're in a good position going forwards. We'll be able to load up stuff as we go, and again get a really good price for it. It's, wow, that is in the wrong place. We do need a bigger or more height to get stuff on here. But that, yeah, actually that is now looking fairly full, although I think it's very one-sided looking at that. That's why it looks full, because we've only filled the far side somehow rather than the near side, and my tree trunks are now beginning to get in the way. Down to our last 2 logs. This one, I don't know how heavy this one is. We might be able to pick this one up. Certainly the last one up there will be able to. And up. And we got, yeah, 6 trees into here. So I reckon we could possibly do as many as 8 trees across 2 trailers here. Yeah, this is only 84 kilograms. Still heavy, and I'm still dropping it fairly easily, but it's not over 100, so we can actually pick it up. And then jump. I think that's on that. Or sort of. We can straighten that out. Let's get this down the mountain. Oh, this is the rough road, and the bright sunshine isn't helping today. Well, actually it is, because it's hiding a little bit how steep and horrible this is. I mean, going down this at 25 miles an hour is scary. Much nicer though doing this as sort of a frame add-on and a trailer behind. It's working much better for us. Just gotta be careful of my speed. Don't want to turn over. Right, we'll do it 2 trailers. So this one first. In you go. And then the second one. And yeah, it looks like this takes about 5-meter logs. So that's good. And do the second one. We now have 18,000 wood. 35,000 wood. Fantastic. And that should mean that we are now producing wood very nicely. I don't think I've got anything on the flatbed. I haven't. So that actually makes sense for us to get rid of that flatbed now. This isn't a huge amount of use to us. And, yeah, well, it is used to us. But I think we can fit these very nicely stacked on flatbeds on the other. So let's get rid of this. We'll get rid of that low loader. We've had it for an hour, so return it. Yes, okay. And then under miscellaneous here, I am going to buy myself. I'm gonna get the standard configurations for now. Main color, we want the olive new age. Yep. Right, and then we're going to buy 2 of those. And then I'm also going to go and buy 2 of the trailers. So 2 of these. One to put our dumper on and one to put one of those flatbeds on. So frame color, the only olive, okay. Rim color, I'll leave as stainless steel. Right, license plate. What is my license plate that I want? What is the license plate on our truck? It is currently Taz. So let's go and put that on there. Back over here, into here. Select the correct frame color with the Pheonix wheels on. And correct number plate on it. Okay. And buy. Yes. And buy. Yes. Okay. There we go. And that means that now, having spent half of our money, we actually have a better setup and can get these sorted. So perfect. I'm happy with that. And I think that's where we're going to leave it for today. So all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Special thanks to all my patrons and channel members. Your support is invaluable in making these videos and helping the channel to grow. For more from Virtual Farmer, check out the links below, follow on Twitch to watch live, and for more videos, subscribe and ring that bell. I will see you next time. Goodbye.